we've got another Cosmic Wonder video. I love his videos because they tell me so much about the upcoming movies and, you know, about heroes in general. So appreciate it, and go and subscribe to him, obviously, and subscribe to the channel as well. We've got Avengers. Doomsday is bigger than what we think. It is going to be bigger than what we think because we have the X-Men in it. We might have the Spider-Verse in it. We might have, you know, Kang in it. So I don't know. Let's see what he's got for us. Let's get it.
Marvel news broke over this weekend. We have a lot of actors talking about Avengers Doomsday and just how big this movie is going to be. We have some crazy new Spider-Man Brand New Day updates, and Tobey Maguire has been spotted in London, making people wonder, is he filming for Avengers Doomsday or possibly for Spider-Man Brand New Day? And if it is for Spider-Man Brand New Day, I think it gives us a pretty big hint about who Sadie
I don't think he's
Sink's
in
mysterious
Doomsday. I
character
think he's
could actually
in
be
Secret
in the movie.
Wars.
This could give us a pretty great sign. And
Him and
also, on
Andrew
top
Garfield.
of all the reports that Chris Evans has returned for Avengers Doomsday and has already shot some
I have
scenes,
heard that.
we have another really big hint that he has returned. So a ton of awesome things to break down today. We'll start with Avengers Doomsday and what some actors have been saying about this movie, because if you thought that this movie wasn't going to be huge, it is. It's going to be massive. I know a lot of people have been kind of discouraged because Phase 4, 5, and 6 didn't really work out the way Marvel or the fans really wanted it to, and that's quite understandable. And some people might have thought that since Marvel switched up all their plans pretty far into the multiverse saga and there hasn't been that much buildup, Avengers Doomsday might not be that big. But that is not the case according to many of the actors. And much like Spider-Man Brand New Day is filming very practically, it sounds like Avengers Doomsday is doing the same, which is great. Now, David Harbour, who plays the Red Guardian, calls Doomsday extraordinary, and he talks about what it was like to be there on set, and he talks about how big this movie is going to be. And for those who are kind of doubting that Avengers Doomsday is going to be good, it sounds like David Harbour was on kind of the same page that you were. This is what he just said to Screen Rant. He states, "I was not even convinced when we started, and this movie's gonna be really good. They have a special sauce. I don't even really understand, but they, the Russo brothers, just know how to do these things." And I think that, as evidence in Civil War, as evidence in Infinity War, there's something about the layers in which they put the comedy and the drama and the surprises and the scale and the epicness and all that stuff. It's incredible. I will say, I have never been on a set like this in my life. I've never seen anything like this. You saw those chairs. So it's like every one of those guys and girls has a trailer.
Mind blowing.
It's just insane to look around the room and be like, oh my gosh, I'm in the movie. There's what's-his-face doing that speech. It's just enormous. And yeah, we have seen all of the actors they've already... There are more to come. That is not the entire cast. So we already have the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, variants of Avengers, the Wakandans, the people at the TVA, including Loki and Sylvie and Mobius, everybody. Deadpool and Wolverine. There's just a ton of people in this, and there's probably going to be some surprise cameos as well. It is a lot to bring together, especially with very little buildup so far. But as we talked about in depth in our podcast, which you should totally check out, by the way, the real buildup for Avengers Doomsday began in the year 2000 when the first X-Men movie came out. Then we got Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, who we're about to talk about in just a bit. Then the beginning of the MCU. Then the new team of heroes that is going to come together in Avengers Doomsday, like Shang-Chi, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, etc. All of this is going to come together. That's the big culmination. So really, with Marvel's new plan, that's the buildup. A culmination of everything that Marvel has been doing since the year 2000, and probably even before, because heck, we got Blade in Deadpool and Wolverine. This is basically taking everything Marvel has done, giving it a nice goodbye, and then starting anew with the reset. And yes, that goodbye might mean that some characters are going to die. But if it's for the sake of good storytelling, and as long as it's not Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, I'm okay with it. And speaking of which, like I mentioned, Tobey Maguire has been spotted in London. And that's where Marvel Studios is basically filming both Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day right now. And the crazy thing is, this is actually a really cool part about the MCU right now. He could be in either movie. He could actually be in both movies. It really is a great time to be a superhero fan, provided they do get this right with these films. So Tobey could be in either.
Well, we've got Tobey Maguire news. We've got Chris Evans, maybe. But Tobey Maguire, though, I would have thought he would have been in Secret Wars instead of Doomsday. Maybe at the end of Doomsday, I don't know. But I don't know how, though. How? Oh, well, multiverse. Well, year 2000, like you just said, was the X-Men. So Spider-Man, early 2000s. Already solved it. But yeah, it's going to be a mad one. Can't wait.